What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today, and today we have another release reaction for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we have a very exciting release reaction for you guys. We have various elements making up today's release reaction. I believe we have an Air Force One model, some HobbyMasters, some JC Wings, some in-flights, and all kinds of brands. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video, and without any further delay, let's get started, everybody. Like I said, super excited for today's release reaction. We should have some really good aircraft in here, and I'm really excited to see what all we got. So let's get started right here. We only have 2 Easy Toys emails this time around, but the second one is massive, so we should be in good shape. So here we go. We do have a new Air Force One model that I'm super excited about, and this is going to be arriving in January, and that's going to be the 1:200 scale Ukraine Colors Antonov Airlines AN225. Really nice. 8206 Very nice. Really excited to see this aircraft. Somehow it's only $51.99, which is quite crazy to think about because I would have thought that that would have been a much more expensive aircraft. But I'm very excited for this aircraft. This is going to be really nice. I'm definitely considering getting this, but also I'm really excited for the Gemini jets one that's going to be coming out. So we'll have to see, but definitely something that sparks my interest, and it will be interesting to see what my budget's looking like at that time. So really excited for that nevertheless, and that should be pretty cool right there. Very nice to get to see that. We also have a new couple military models right here from Air Force One. This is going to be a 1:72 scale, 1:140 scale, a 1:100 scale, and it looks like a 1:200 scale. So I'm excited for this. Let's see what we have going from Air Force One military models. Beginning right here, very nice. We have an Su-57 Russian Air Force model right here. Very glad to get to see this. I really like the mold they have going on this. I think the Air Force One's a nice brand, but they're not quite a high standard like HobbyMaster. So still pretty good stuff, but I don't think that you're going to be getting all the aerials and everything, but still a really cool brand. And that's definitely enforced with this Su-57 right here. You love to see it. Following that right here, we have a really nice aircraft. This is a USAF SR-71A Blackbird model. Really nice. 617960. Definitely something that interests me. I've been wanting to get some military models like this, like a B-1, and SR-71's been another one that I've always thought was really cool. Definitely want to get some more bigger scale military aircraft that are quite unique. A KC-46 also really sparked my interest, so definitely will consider that one, especially if it's a good price. Let's see what the price is just for reference here, because I'm definitely very curious to see what Air Force One's selling that for. That is $100, so definitely a really nice aircraft, though. That's pretty big. That's probably like this big here. So definitely a very cool model you get to see right there. And that's a very nice release right there on the Blackbird. Following that, we have a B-17 Flying Fortress. This is going to be the Swampfire 524th BS 379th BG April 1944 model. This is really nice to get to see right here. This is a really cool model. Air Force One, like I said, makes some really cool various models in the military scales, and this is a very cool one right here as well. Very glad to get to see that right there, and that is a really good effort right there on the B-17 Flying Fortress. So you love to get to see it right there, and that is a very cool model to say released. Really nice job right there. That's absolutely awesome. Okay, following that, we have a U.S. Army B-25B Mitchell. This is a really cool aircraft right here. This is the Doolittle Raid 1942. A very unique aircraft at that, as you guys can see with the mold and everything. It honestly looks pretty cool. I like the detail that they have going with that, and that seems like a pretty cool model. So really like that effort right there, and that is another fantastic aircraft from Air Force One. To follow that, we have a PLAAF China JH7 Flying Leopard. I think hopefully I said that right. That is a very cool plane to get to see right there. I really like the infrastructure, the wings right there with that angle. That's pretty cool. It's like some sort of 60 degree, or I'm sorry, that's way over a 60 degree angle. My bad. I'm thinking of a 115 degree angle. That's what I was thinking about. That is about what it looks like, but a very cool aircraft at that. I really like the detail on that one, especially with the missiles. That looks really cool. So great effort right there from Air Force One. Following that, here's another cool aircraft. This is a Chinese Air Force J-20 Mighty Dragon. Very cool model to get to see right here. Very unique design. It initially reminded me of an F-32 or an F-35, but as you can see, you have these sort of horizontal stabilizers. I'm not exactly sure what you'd call those. Mini wings, if you want to call them that as well. This is a very cool looking aircraft. I really like this one. I'm very glad to see that getting done right there. Knocking out these military aircraft. You love to see it right there. That's absolutely awesome. Following that, we have a China Air Force J-10 this time. This is going to be a vigorous Dragon Chinese fighter jet. Very cool. I like the pattern on this one, especially that yellow registration, or whatever you'd like to call that, Army base, whatever the exact terminology is. Again, very cool airplane. I really like the design on that one. I think that one looks really cool. So very glad to get to see that right there. And that looks absolutely awesome right there for the China Air Force. Very nice effort. Following that, we have a V-22, very nice Optistry, AF1014WAW VMM165 White Knight MCAS Marauder California Withstand. These have always really sparked my interest, the V-22s. I've always thought about getting one. This one's probably going to be like 100 or 150, or I would consider it. Let's see though. $30. Wow, I thought that is a smaller scale, so I mean that does make sense, but I thought they were going to be selling that for much more. I mean, honestly, I'm not very good when it comes to judging these prices, so honestly, I don't really know that much about these military sales, but I'm really interested in getting some of these, and hopefully I will be able to from Military's Collectible Direct, which is the Midwest Model Store military store, so feel free to check that out if you haven't already. But I'm most certainly interested in checking this out because this is going to be a really cool aircraft. So it looks really nice, and maybe I'll have to get that one. That would be a really unique addition. I haven't seen one before, but again, I love expanding, and we were talking about this on the Model Airliners forum the other day. It's either that you've seen the aircraft and you're trying to get a model of it, or you haven't seen the aircraft but you're going to get a model of it. It's kind of funny. It's a fun game to play, but nevertheless, definitely hopeful to work on that going into the future. And that is it for the Air Force One models. A really nice set right there. I really like all the various aircraft they got there. Definitely a couple that interest me, the SR-71 and the V-22 particularly. But there's some really cool ones in there, so I highly recommend picking those up if you haven't already. Those are very cool right there. Taking it back into some commercial stuff, we have some really good planes, I'm sure, right here from Skymarks, In-Flight 200, and HobbyMaster. So I'm excited to see what we got going here. Let's get started with Skymarks. Skymarks have some really cool models. Here's one right here, the Standard Cancer A321 with the wood stand. A really nice one at that, so let's see what we have going here with our Skymarks models. Here we go. Caribbean Airlines 737 MAX 8, very nice release right here. This is going to be registered. I can't see it on there, I'm sorry about that, but very cool model right here. I really like the Caribbean Airlines livery. We've got Aero Classics release, we got Gemini Jets release, and now we have a Skymarks release. So very cool to get to see multiple brands knocking that out, and I'm excited for their US debut soon, so that should be pretty awesome right there. Following that, we have a silver ATR 42 for Caribbean right here. This is going to be 9 Yankee Tango Tango India. Very nice. Love the livery on this one. It's very colorful, and I really like how they extend the tail checkmark kind of thing, if you will, all the way through the fuselage with a wave design. So I think that looks really cool. Really eager to see those propellers too. Those look very interesting on this ATR. So nice release right there, and really knocking out some of these Caribbean models. I like it from Skymarks here. Spirit Airbus A320 Neo Wi-Fi Dome release. How about this right here? November 320 November Kilo. Very nice release right there. That is just like the wood stand that we have for this one, so very glad to get to see that Spirit getting knocked out. And if you really like Spirit, I would highly recommend getting that one. It's a really nice model. You know, it doesn't have aerials or anything, but there's the casting and the mold and everything looks really cool. It's a really nice just display model, so very glad to get to see that right there, and that's really nice. Or I guess it's a good display model, but it's not, you know, your most detailed model. So it's a good affordable option for a large scale product, I think is the way that I wanted to word that. So nice release right there from Skymarks. That's pretty awesome. Here we go with our in-flights. We should have some pretty good ones right here. Beginning with the all-black Star Alliance, Air New Zealand Airbus A321 Neo, Zulu Kilo, Oscar Yankee Bravo. Very happy to get to see this release as well. I absolutely love the Star Alliance livery by in-flight, or the Star Alliance livery by Air New Zealand that's being done by in-flight. I really need to work on how my words come out because I usually, the right words do come out, but not in the right places. So I need to get the placement correct. But nevertheless, this is a very cool aircraft right here from Air New Zealand. I absolutely love the livery on this one. Such a nice aircraft. And I really like the full black fuselage. It just really represents Air New Zealand well because that's what they did with their 777. So I thought that this was really cool that they chose to do the Star Alliance livery like that. So really nice release right there. And you love to see it there from in-flight. Here we go with the HobbyMasters. That was quick and 1:72 scale. Let's get started with these. Beginning right here with the US Blue Angels 1969 with decals for number 1 through 6. Very cool. So I really like the effort from HobbyMaster here, as what they're doing, and this is a 2023 release by the way, is you can take the stickers off there and you can put whichever one you want on there from back in the day. So if you want to represent number 5, or if you saw number 5, put number 5 on the tail, or if you want to represent number 1, put number 1 on the tail. So really like that effort right there from HobbyMaster, and that is very cool. So a really nice innovation right there, and I'm sure that's going to be really helpful going into the future. Nice job right there from HobbyMaster. And following that, we have another one. This is going to be F4J though, Phantom 2. Very nice right here. Also from 1969, this is number 2. Really glad to get to see this aircraft as well. I really like the designs on both of these, so very cool to get to see that right there, and that is a fantastic looking aircraft right there from HobbyMaster. And here we go with the Japan JASDF F-15J Eagle. Very cool right here from the 306 wing TFS Komatsu Air Force Base, hopefully something like that. Really like the livery on this one. It really stands out to me with the blue and even a little bit of yellow there on the tail. That's pretty cool. These F-15s are very cool, and I definitely hope to get one soon. F-15, F-22, F-35, F-18. Those are kind of the big ones I would really like to get. But a very cool one at that with this aircraft, and I really like the effort on this one. Very nice. Okay, we have an Australian Air Force RAAF F-18A Hornet with the top hat, 75th Squadron right here. Another fantastic looking aircraft. I really like that top hat right there. That's very cool on this one. And this is just a fantastic looking airplane in general. You love the design of this one, and they did a very good job on that. And I'm glad to see more Australian aircraft being done because we have quite a few collectors from Australia. So nice to get to see that right there from HobbyMaster. Following that, we have a Canadian Air Force CF-188B Hornet 425 Squadron CAF 2004. Very neat aircraft right here. I really like this one. It reminds me a ton of an F-18, but I suppose it's the CF-188B Hornet. So very cool to get to see this aircraft right here. Really like the design, especially the extended canopy. I think it looks really cool in this aircraft, along with the nose slant down. I also think it's pretty cool in this aircraft. So glad to get to see that release from HobbyMaster right there. Following that, we have a Russian Air Force MiG-29A. This is the Fukuram 906 FR 1997 release right here. Very nice release right here as well. I'm sorry that I can't give too much input about the Russian Air Force. I don't know too much about any of these Air Forces. So what I should have said to go along with that was, I'm sorry that I can't give more than just a general assessment of the aircraft because I don't know too much, because I know all I'm talking about right now is just the characteristics of the aircraft. But I'm trying to get more detail. I just don't know much about these. But I'm pretty sure that they operated these MiG-29s for a pretty long time back there in the 90s, so very cool aircraft right there, and I really like the design of that one. So good effort right there from HobbyMaster. Following that, we have a UASF A-10A Thunderbolt II 18 TFS 343rd composite wing Alaska March 1982. That is a very, very cool aircraft. A very unique design in general. Sorry about that, everybody, but nevertheless, a very cool aircraft right here. I love the green, gray, and white combination. That's a very cool combo right there for that A-10. And I would really like to get one of these. Of course, when I have to answer the phone, my chair just breaks on me. But nevertheless, very cool aircraft right there, and I'm very glad to get to see that right there from HobbyMaster. Sorry, I almost wanted to say in-flight. They didn't have many planes this time around. Following that, we have an EA-6B Prowler. This is a VAQ-132 Scorpions, I believe, November 2006 release right here. Very glad to get to see this aircraft. It's really nice with the design of everything, with the red stripe right there, and then, of course, you got the gray fuselage right there. Really like that effort right there from HobbyMaster, and that is a fantastic looking airplane right there. Very glad to get to see that one right there, and that is very nice. And then from there, we have a USAF F-35A Lightning 65th AGRS Nellis Air Force Base, June 2022. This would be one that I would be very interested in because Nellis Air Force Base is fairly close to me. It would be one that I really hope to go spot at in the future. Nellis is somewhere west of Dallas. I think it's near like oh, what city was it? It's completely slipping my mind right now, but it's been an Air Force base that's really interested me with all their aircraft over the years, including this one right here. So this is definitely something that I would definitely be interested in getting. Really cool airplane right here, and I love the design of the F-35. That is super cool. So great release right there from HobbyMaster. Following that, we have an Israel Air Force F-35. I believe that's an I variant. This is an Ador 140th Squadron Golden Eagle aircraft from 2021. IAF, not the initial approach fix, but something like that. Very cool aircraft right here as well. I really like the design of this one. It looks really good. Not a whole bunch of differences between the I variant and the A variant from what I can see off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's like modification differences or something like that on the inside. So pretty cool to get to see that right there, and another fantastic release right there. This is going to be a Pakistan Air Force Base F-16AM. This is a Fighting Falcon 2016 release. Very cool. Immediately thinking about AS Aviation with that release. I'm not sure if he would be interested in that one, but still a very cool release no matter what. We don't get a ton of Pakistan Air Force planes ever, so this is very cool to get to see this aircraft in a really cool one. Very simple F-16 right there, and I think that one looks really good. So great release right there from HobbyMaster. And then following that, we have another one, believe it or not. This is going to be a BM variant this time around. This is a 2022 livery. Very cool. So as you can see, the green on the tail is definitely faded off on this one. They also have a little bit more detail with the canopy and everything, which is really cool because this is a BM variant, so the canopy is bigger on this one. A very cool variant at that, of course. This is a very nice looking aircraft. Very interested in this one as well, and a very cool one at that. So good release right there from HobbyMaster. Now we have some 1-to-748 sales, so more Spitfires. Let's see which ones they're going to be. This time we got Germany BF-109E3. This is going to be the HPTM Seitbel Remnant. Okay, there's a bunch of weird words. You guys see it. But this is from the spring of 1939. Another fantastic looking airplane, a World War II plane at that, and a very, well, World War II didn't start till then, but you know, in between the wars, I should say. This is a cool looking airplane. I like the detail on this one, and a very neat one. So good release right there, and I'm very pleased to see that right there. Very nice. Germany BF109F4 this time around, another very long name, Star of Africa livery, I suppose. This is a February 1942, so definitely getting more into that World War II era with this aircraft. Very diverse livery right here. You definitely got plenty of action going on this one. Very interesting, especially here in the front. I'm not sure what they're trying to represent here, but very interesting right there, and that's a pretty cool one at that. So great release right there. And that will do it for the HobbyMaster releases. So pretty good stuff, and Skymarks, of course. Really like these releases. There's some really good ones in here, and I think they look fantastic. So a fantastic job right there by Easy Toys, Skymarks, and HobbyMaster, along with the previous releases that we took a look at. So really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry about my phone. It's one of those things. But really good release right there. Definitely go pick those up. The F-35 from Dover Air Force Base, well, Dias Air Force Base, really interests me, so that's definitely something that I'm interested in. But some really good planes, to say the least, right there. I'm very pleased with that effort, and I'm really glad to get to see those. So feel free to let me know which ones you guys like in the comment section, which one you guys are definitely interested in. But with that, that will do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon, as Redriveraviation is signing off.